Big sparkly lights, spinning roulette wheels, and a pile of shrimp the size of Brooks Kia Nero.
Whoa!
Vegas is a special place.
Yeah!
And I know
Love it.
Jose loves to frequent there.
All the time.
Jose, have you ever been comped a free meal or a free room because of how much you've gambled there?
No, because I'm an idiot and I don't sign up for the rewards things.
Oh.
and
You know,
don't-
if you're not a member, then they don't know how much, but I've lost thousands of dollars. They should have.
Well-
They're like, ooh, dude, keep gambling, keep
Yeah.
trying, stay in a room for free.
Long gone are the days of you sitting at a $5 blackjack table for a couple hours expecting the pit boss to come over and give you a complimentary bar of fancy hotel soap called Cirque de Olay.
Seriously, those tables are so expensive on the weekend.
For real.
Casinos pretty much have a set mark now for how much you need to spend to be considered a high roller.
Oh.
And the thing is, they won't advertise exactly what that number is.
Okay.
Obviously, because then people just come in and spend exactly that much to get free stuff.
Is this whole thing to give Jose some life goals?
I
Is
really,
this-
no, seriously, I want to hear this.
Maybe, but because according to a professional gambler, he got gold status at the Cosmo in Vegas.
That's my favorite.
That's
where I
a
go to.
fancy one.
Yeah, that's where I stay at every
And
time.
he did it after playing 7 hours at a $5 slot machine.
Oh, I don't
Really?
do
Then
that.
took his winnings and played at a $25 slot machine for 4 more hours.
Whoa.
So it's more about longevity, not necessarily the
Yeah.
amount you're spending.
Yeah, you want them to take pity on you for like just trying and failing. But gold status got him a free room, free food and drinks for the rest of his trip.
Wow.
Wound up spending $66,000 while he was there.
Dang.
Which actually
Wait,
got him
what?
upgraded to platinum status, which
See?
included free limo rides and a
my
VIP
gosh.
lounge at the casino, plus a free suite inside the hotel.
Okay,
They are paying you.
nothing is free, you guys. He just spent $66,000.
It evens out.
Over the course of the last 7 years, he says he spent $811,000 total on slots and
Wait.
wound up with a net loss of just 35 grand.
Hey.
Wait, he thinks that's a deal?
Hey, look
And
at you.
because he estimates that with all the free perks that he got during that time,
Okay.
those were worth over 60 grand.
Okay,
Yeah,
somebody.
rooms
So
at the Cosmo are
Alexis
really
was
expensive.
right.
Yeah,
No.
worth it.
Not
Worth
worth
it.
it.
Worth
Not worth it.
So we all encourage you to empty out your savings account right now.
Oh,
Go
no,
to
yeah.
Vegas and sit down at a slot machine for 17 hours
Guys,
and
what a
reap
racket.
the rewards.
How do you stay that long? Normally I lose $100 in 3 minutes.
Well, did you hear the $66,000 part?
So there we go. One of the perks of being on this show is being shocked by an electric dog shock collar. So let's reap the rewards. Jake, give us something that's shockingly delicious.
Well, I know for some, using your body to move up the corporate ladder can be sleazy yet effective.
Yeah.
Very, very effective.
Brooke, is that true?
Yeah, Brooke.
Yeah, right.
Ah.
You should look at Jeffrey for that one.
Yeah.
Let's
That
be
was not his
honest.
name.
I actually got demoted, so
Yeah.
don't look over here.
Well, for most of us, the only way to rise up in the business world is by going through the job interview process, which can be stressful because you desperately want it to go well.
Yeah.
Which is why a new survey asked 1,000 people to name something you fear happening during an important job interview.
Okay.
Let's get into those answers in an all-new edition of Unglued Family Feud. We'll start with the guy who in every job interview has uttered the phrase, "Well, it wasn't like this in prison." Young Jeffrey.
That's a fair point.
Jeffrey, name something you fear happening during an important job interview.
Well, first thing that happens in a job interview, you're setting the tone with a handshake.
Yeah.
And I
firm
can't tell
shake.
you how many times that's gone wrong for me.
How? How
wait,
does
Where
a handshake go
I'm
wrong?
trying to make eye contact while I'm going in for the shake, and
and
before
you
you
miss
know,
the
you
hand.
miss the hand and you're shaking a different body part.
I told you, you need to
Awkward.
look at him for the
Yeah.
corporate ladder.
Also,
climb.
very firm.
Yeah.
Very firm handshake.
I'm going to go with handshake mishap for $500, please.
Show me handshake mishap. Not in the top
Yeah.
four, Jeffrey.
Oh,
I'm
darn
sorry.
it, Jeff. That's
Got
just
demoted
you.
again.
Yeah.
Go over to Alexis.
Ugh, I don't know. The whole thing I hate.
Is it just
Like-
being too hungover when you
No.
come in for a job?
Yeah.
interview?
That's-
'Cause
Alexis
that's what,
did come in reeking
Yeah.
of booze
I did
and
not.
cheap love from the night
Yeah.
before.
Holding
You know
your
what, though?
shoes.
She knew the industry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the only
Okay.
place
Right
that
in.
You
works.
did
Yeah.
hire me.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm always scared, I don't actually want them to ask about my past jobs and stuff because I fluffed everything up. Like, none of it's really true. So, like,
Yeah, I worked as a rocket scientist.
yeah, and when they ask for, details about your skills and stuff.
You could go with, getting caught lying or
Yeah.
exaggerating
That's
on
good,
your
That's kind of it.
resume.
'Cause I've definitely had resumes where they'll ask me that, something in detail thing. So I'm going to say getting caught lying, Jake?
Getting caught lying isn't in the top 4, Alexis. I'm sorry. Jose, name something you fear happening during an important job interview.
Well, my first instinct is to say like some kind of bathroom or like stomach emergency.
Of course, that's your first.
Because
thought.
I always pee every time we're here. I go to the bathroom like all the time. So I'm like, what if I have to pee really bad in the middle of the interview?
And nerves can make your tummy upset.
I think I'm going to go with stomach issues or bathroom emergency, Jake.
Bathroom mishap, not on the list either.
Okay,
0
I
for
have a
3.
backup.
And I think you guys are thinking too deep on this. I
Yeah.
think you need to go more simple. Like, for me, I am terrible with names.
Oh, you're so
It is such a stress for me.
Is it their name or your name that you forget?
All of it. The name
Yeah.
of the company.
Yeah.
It's like it's a. I don't know. Is there a disorder where you can't remember names?
Probably.
Because I have it, and
Yeah.
it gives me tons of anxiety forgetting their name.
Forgetting names, that's number 4 on the list.
Oh, nice.
That's Jake, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I've been calling him Jason. For
Call me whatever you want. Brooke, you're safe. Let's go back over to Jeffrey. Something you fear happening during an important job interview.
Maybe it's like the way you look. Maybe.
Oh, like you have spinach in your teeth and you don't know it?
I mean, I showed up to the radio interview here wearing a full like 2-piece suit, which when I showed up and I saw everybody in very casual clothes, I realized I was horribly misdressed.
I also did that.
I wore a power suit when I was 22.
They
thing.
teach you that.
Yeah,
for
but
best
if you're
dress.
overdressed or if you're really underdressed
Yeah,
for an
that'd be
interview and
worse.
you show up in like
There's a
board
sweet
shorts and
spot.
flip-flops or something,
I don't think you could be overdressed.
well, I'm just going to say,
Tuxedo.
if you're not dressed right for the interview,
Not
Good
being
answer.
dressed right, that's number 3.
Oh, good one,
Okay.
Jeff.
That's correct, Jeffrey. Disheveled appearance, a mishap with your clothing. We'll count that all for number
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Let's go back over to Alexis. The next person to get something right is safe. The other person's getting shocked.
Alexis, don't steal my answer. You always take what I'm going
I
to
can't
say.
even think of one.
What else are you nervous about in a job?
I have another one.
what if they just ask you a question and you just don't have an answer?
I thought that's what I said. Oh, caught lying.
You
but I
said
guess
you were
that's
lying on the
different
resume, but
than-
what if
Yeah.
they're like, what are your goals for the next 5 years? And you're like,
I do always get worried they're going to ask me like a trick question. That I
Like
don't know
what
the
your
answer to.
musical interests are? You hate
Oh,
that
I
question.
hate that question. I'd rather just not take the job. Okay, yeah, I'll say like not having a good answer, Jake.
Not having a good answer, that's correct, Alexis.
okay.
No!
Sounding stupid, getting tongue-tied, stuff like that.
Okay.
yeah.
Let's quickly go over the top 4. Name something you fear happening during an important job interview. Alexis got number 1, sounding stupid or getting tongue-tied. Number 2 was sweating,
Oh, I was going to say bad breath.
physically looking nervous. Number 3 was disheveled appearance or a clothing mishap. And number 4, Brooke got, which was forgetting names.
Huh.
All right, well,
Right.
Jose's going to be taking the shock this morning. Somebody wanted to hear the song Price Tag by Jessie J. So, Jose, let's hear it.
It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. Ow!
I knew where the lyrics were going.
Yeah. But I do need money. That's
Well, the show is over, but you can relive it all right now at BrookeandJeffrey.com.